All right, everybody, welcome back to Awful Taste but Great Execution. Before we get into it, you want to know what's great taste and great execution? Our sponsors, the like button, check it out below the video, and twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles for quality Minecraft and Among Us gameplay. Link in the description. It could be live now, it's very possible. Let's start off with number 19, this invisible house in my town. Oh, dude, I don't even see anything there. I see a tree, I see a car. There seem to be some paintings and decorations in the window, and they're floating there. And I have no idea what's happening. How is it even possible? They're defying the laws of physics. It makes me think of getting a car wrapped, except someone was like, you know what? I don't want to wrap my car. I want to wrap my house. Why is nobody thinking of this 200 IQ play? Why does everyone focus on their cars? Instead, they could wrap their house, protect the paint on the outside, and make it look nice and trendy in a way that's sure to be reversible. You can just peel off the vinyl wrap, and then it'll go back to the paint that it was before. It's a great solution. Finger gun. Huh. You know, there's a part of me that respects the commitment to finger guns, but there's another part of me that's like, you know, it'd probably be easier not to go through life having that and having to go through, say, an airport, because there's bound to be someone who ends up not realizing what's going on after they take a quick glance, and then maybe you turn around, you put your hand in your pocket, and they're like, I swear, that person just had a gun. TSA, they're armed. They got it, and then you are tackled to the ground, and then you have to show everyone that, no, it's just my tattoo that I permanently put on my hands, not a real, yeah, sometimes I question my choices too. Found this on Facebook. That poor dog, because that's actually its own fur that's been dyed so that it looks like that. I wonder how long that lasts until it's not really easy to see what it was supposed to be, and it's just a blob of dyed fur with white roots to it. Poor thing. Oh God. It's just all the things that we do to pets, like make them wear clothing, sweaters, boots on the feet are the worst. Dogs hate that, so do cats, but it's all for the human, not for the pet. The pet would prefer to be naked. Other than, I suppose, maybe there's some use to it in snowy environments. Maybe for a dog that's not meant for snowy environments, I suppose a sweater maybe could help in those situations. I don't know the science behind it, but perhaps. Otherwise, this is for the owner. The shading is impeccable. I can't, is this like microscopic, dude? It's gotta be really, really small, just because you can see all the hair follicles and stuff like that. It's well done, just, you know, remember the Goof Troop? There's something like that. I don't remember all the different characters, but just, you know, remember the Goof Troop or Goofy that's looking like a rebel. Looking like a rebel. That's impressive to do, though. It's such a small scale. Like, all those dots must just be like an individual just dot of the tattoo needle, right? Like, that's absolutely tiny. That's the size of a hair follicle, those little dots. To be able to control that at such a small scale is really, really impressive, I've got to say. Or good, maybe. I don't know. It's probably comfortable. I don't know. There are mouse pads where it's like a picture of an anime girl. Not speaking from experience here. My mouse pad is just a flat black rectangle. But there are mouse pads where it's like an anime girl, and then there's a like wrist rest, you know, and it's either that or just large padded environments on which to rest your hands. I mean, this could be really useful actually for a massage. Say that there's like an opening. It's like the pillow you put your face in for a massage, so you're able to lay flat, but you can still breathe rather than having your face smashed into a mattress. So it's same thing here, but your head is slightly elevated. I'm sure it's practical use for somebody. This car that's actually a boat? Huh. It's interesting. I feel like I've seen this before. I don't know if it was this photo or if it was from another angle, but it does look like the car actually houses the operations for the whole boat. It's impressive. They took an actual boat and they were like, you know what? just steering via the regular, like, ship wheel, boring. I like driving cars, so why don't I bring my car into the boat so I can drive while I boat on the water? All right, I've always missed out on being able to drive while I'm on water. It's a bummer that cars don't usually do that, so I can bring the feeling here. So I'm never missing out on it. This hyper-realistic 36-inch McNugget body pillow from the Travis Scott McDonald's collab costs $90. It's just staggering to me that we live in a world now where, like, hype beast culture is able to justify $90 McDonald's branded items. I bet you if 10, 20 years ago, you had gone to the McDonald's sales executives and you'd been like, hey, let's collaborate on a really, really expensive high-end designer chicken nugget fashion line. They'd be like, yeah, we're McDonald's, that's not our market. We do cheap food, not high-end fashion. And yet, through the internet and the world of social media, here we are. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really realistic, like disturbingly realistic. Is that actually a chicken nugget that they just put a tag on for the product imagery? Because that's disturbingly realistic looking. If it actually looks that realistic in person, I guess I can understand the expensive price tag, but also it's just gonna be unsettling to cuddle a nugget. What a riggedy wreck, son. Huh. Combining Einstein with Rick. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's a kind of an interesting original idea. I can see the resemblance between the two of them. It's well done. It almost looks like a temporary tattoo with how vibrant it is, but it's probably just like brand new. It seems like all the pictures of tattoos that we see on this subreddit are like brand new tattoos, and I feel kind of badly about it because usually if you've just gotten the tattoo and you're taking a photo, it means that that person in that specific environment is like really happy. Like, hey guys, I just got this new tattoo. We've just been sitting here for hours. It's finally done. I was psyching myself up for this for months. I'm gonna take a photo of my brand new piece. And then it ends up on awful taste but great execution. I guess it could be an even worse subreddit. At least here they're acknowledging the art's pretty good. I'm curious as to how it actually tastes. That's not even awful taste but great execution. That's just really impressive. How is this awful taste but great execution? In fact, it's probably great taste and great execution. I don't know, it looks like a pretty delicious cake. A bit heavy on the fondant, but what are you gonna do if you're gonna have something resemble a more realistic kind of look? You gotta use the fondant in that case. Just scoop it off and then it's probably a good cake. I don't know, the newest British baking show, that's actually like the first showstopper challenge they did. Maybe they were inspired by this. I don't know which came first. Because they probably shot the show, because this is 21 days ago, so they probably shot the show before this was actually done. But in any case, it's like they did a head bust and it went rough for some people there. This looks much better than any of those turned out. Granted, it probably took more time. This is impressive, dude. I was told to post this here. Is that a bug pickup truck? It reminds me of, what's that Chevy pickup truck that I first saw it as a concept car when I was in elementary school, and I was like, that's the coolest looking pickup truck I've ever seen. And then when they actually put it out for sale and I heard that it was not selling well at all, I was like, why would nobody buy this? It's a really cool, bubbly looking pickup truck. And now later on in life, I'm like, yeah, I can see that the general market for buying pickup trucks isn't trying to go for a bubbly Volkswagen Beetle pickup truck. It's more of a utility kind of thing. Square, boxy, large. That's more the goal rather than something that's more stylish and bubbly. But hey, somebody really wanted something that was slightly more modern than that pickup truck. I still don't remember the name of it though. I wish I knew the name of it to show a photo or something like that. But anyway, I actually really like the wheels. These are really nice. I have problems with a lot of manufacturer wheels these days. They just don't, the symmetry is all off. And it aggravates me. They like twist in a particular direction, and it bothers the heck out of me when manufacturers do those sorts of OEM wheels. Those are really nice wheels. I like them a lot. I don't mind this. Sick Underglow. Please tell me that there exists a Cars and Coffee equivalent for lawnmowers, or But even more likely is that, because it looks like this car is just ridiculously lowered over here. This is a Cars and Coffee, and someone was like, I got a Honda. I'll bring it to the Cars and Coffee. I got a Honda with underglow. And camber, for that matter. That is some camber, dude. That's impressive. Looks like it stole the show. All right? I mean, this is gonna become quite a desirable relic. Now that Honda is leaving F1, people are gonna be looking for these engines all over the place. You better protect that. People are gonna be offering you millions of dollars for it. How to spend millions to ruin the London skyline. Oh, the Walkie Talkie building. I don't know, I don't actually know what the building is called, but it's, yeah, I mean, hasn't this been around for a super long time? I've seen it in movies, a whole bunch. I can't remember if it's been since I was actually in London. I was in London in 2015. I don't know when it was actually completed, but... Oh, the building set cars on fire. That's incredible. It's amazing. So it must have like reflected the sunlight in a focused beam due to the shape of the glass. That's incredible. They had to install refractors across the face of the surface. It's called the, the Walkie Talkie building. I knew I wasn't off base on that name. Bro, imagine accidentally creating the Unalived star by redirecting the sun's rays to just incinerating a car. What would happen to a person if they walked by that? Would they have just been incinerated? Oh God, that's terrifying. Someone was selling unalived beetles dressed up as Jurassic Park characters on Etsy. That's, I mean, you know, that's one way to market your bug taxidermy abilities. I'm very curious to know your sales figures. Okay, now it even comes with miniature weaponry to go along with it. I wonder if you can reposition the limbs of the unalived beetle and have it be carrying the shoddy or the walking stick, or it's just all mounted in this piece of foam. It looks like it's kind of disappointing that it doesn't actually get to wear the hat, because, you know, I'm not sold on it now, but I'll tell you, if that beetle, if that was wearing the hat, I'd be all about it. This, on the other hand, just looks like a beetle that juiced up and became a supervillain. Apartment hunting when Pebble River. That just looks like a great way to stub your toe or just be really uncomfortable to walk on. Or if you ever have to roll something across the ground like your office chair, it's all smooth sailing until you hit the Pebble River. Also, there's no way that they would actually build these apartments with one of those in every single one, which means that a previous tenant must have done this, and the landlord was like, I can't even be bothered to tear up the entire floor and redo this. Why did you do that? Why did you do this to your floor? I'm gonna keep your security deposit, but okay, whoever moves in here next, hopefully they can deal with it, because this is a pain. I wanna turn this place around, not have it sitting for weeks while we try to figure out this stupid pebble floor and like jackhammer it up, or however you'd have to do it. Disturb all the tenants in the building, taking a jackhammer to undo the whole thing. Pain. Why would you'd have to wear shoes in there? I couldn't do it. I don't know. If you're someone who wears shoes in your house, I guess it doesn't matter, but no shoes. This is a shoe-free household. And the top for the last month is a 20-foot tall graffiti mural of Kanye kissing himself. This totally seems like something that could be in LA. I wonder if it is, for that matter. He's been doing some squats and deadlifts, apparently. I mean, I'm impressed by the gains, and there you go. Street art at its finest. Oh boy, that's it for the last month of Awful Taste but Great Execution. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more Awful Taste but Great Execution videos. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and if you want to watch the last Awful Taste but Great Execution, look right here. You can click on the end screen thing, and it's great, and you can check it out and watch it. Have a good time, so I'll see you over there.